From American Pie to now hosting a baking competition, there's got to be that correlation there. I'm talking with Jason Biggs and then judges Brian Ford, Bill Yassis on Blue Ribbon Baking Championship. So, Jason, I'll start with you. How do you get involved with this kind of hosting show for Netflix?
Hey, Trevor. I don't know what kind of correlation you're talking about.
Sure.
I don't get it.
You don't remember? Actually,
Remind me what?
in between sets in the trailer.
Oh,
Yeah, remember what
right.
you were doing with the...
That's right.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. We're gonna cut that out. Even Trevor's like, yeah, that's not gonna make it. Yeah. So, look, I obviously there's an obvious connection, to the world. I consider myself a bit of a comedic expert on baked goods, if you will. But I love food. I love cooking competitions, baking competitions. I love hosting. This was kind of for me just a no-brainer of a gig. And once they introduced Bill and Brian and Bill to the mix, it just brought it to the next level. To watch these guys, I was there having fun and trying to keep the energy up and going and just making jokes and stuff. But these two, it's fascinating to watch them be able to pick apart, literally and figuratively, a bite of cake. It's really, really impressive. And then you have these incredible bakers that we brought from around the world and from around the country, and the state fair component. It was just it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and Brian, this is such an exciting format of a show. Obviously, it's great to taste all the food, but you guys are so meticulous and, like Jason said, trying to pinpoint every little thing. What goes through your head when you're trying to declare someone a winner or make sure their pie or their dessert is better than the next person?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think there's a lot of boxes that need to be checked throughout the entirety of the show. There's various episodes, so we see contestants evolve. And I think for me, it's important to see someone's evolution in the kitchen. If I'm working with someone or working with another chef or a baker, I love to see new takeaways and new ideas form. If you bake something one day and it's over baked, did you check your bake time again? Did you build? Also understanding the expertise, the level of the competitors might not be the highest level professionally, but they were outstanding and they were capable of evolving. And I think for me, that was a big component, looking for that evolution, that creativity. How can you take your baked good to the next level and really earn that $100,000?
And taking it to the next level, we also have Sandra Lee, who everyone in the cooking world knows. She's co-hosting, she's judging. Bill, I'll ask you, what's it like to work with her? We all know and love her.
Oh, she's a life force, a great person, patient, kind, generous. It was really, she was an inspiring person to work with, and happy to be part of this incredible mix.
Yeah. And Jason, last question. What can you tease to us about these people who we're going to get to meet, we're going to get to love, we're going to get to know from around the country, that all these contestants vying for this title?
Oh, it's a fantastic group of bakers. Really, really great. There wasn't, every single one of them super sweet, kind. They had great personalities. And, Bill mentioned this earlier, actually. They really supported each other, for it being the stakes being what they were, which the stakes were incredibly high. They really took a liking to one another. They really had each other's backs. It's not Survivor. They were not trying to, vote the other person off. It was a really nice group of people. And there are definitely, when people got voted off, I guess you could say, it was really sad. It was really sad. It's easy to invest in these people because they were all really great.
Yeah, it really is. Your sweet tooth is going to be like craving at the TV. I can't wait for people to see the Blue Ribbon Baking Championship on Netflix starting Friday, August 9th. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The food industry knows her name. Sandra Lee, obviously, she's co-hosting and judging this new great show on Netflix called Blue Ribbon Baking Championship and co-hosting alongside Jason Biggs from American Pie. So tell us what that relationship is like with him.
It is so fun, and he was wonderful and incredibly supportive. I created the show 12 years ago and worked really hard to get it on the screen so everybody can enjoy it. And back in 1992, I did the Indiana State Fair, and Cindy, who runs the fair, is still there. I just talked to her a couple days ago, and I saw Garth Brooks in 92 at your state fair. He brought down the house, and Achy Breaky Heart was on the free stage at the time because Billy Ray had just launched, much less like given birth to Miley. She wasn't even here yet. But yeah, it was an incredible experience creating a show that long ago and watching it come to life, and then having judges like a former White House pastry chef under Bush and Obama be one of the judges in Bill, and then Brian Ford, who's like the Lenny Kravitz of baking. He does all the breads, those incredible breads that you taste at the restaurants. That is him. And then to have 10 incredible competitors from all over the country in 8 episodes for $100,000. I mean, they were in it to win it. We all were.
Yeah, and that's such a great full circle moment about the Indiana State Fair. What do you remember about that? What's the State Fair is currently going on right now. I love going every year for all the food. What about the Indiana State Fair do you remember?
I remember that. I remember the expo. They weren't houses, they weren't tents, like the expo center.
Yeah.
I remember the arena where Garth Brooks played. That was pretty incredible. I went with my sister. I bought my aunt a diamond ring at that fair. It was just chips, but I was so proud of myself because I was only 25. And I was like buying my aunt a diamond ring. I felt so fancy. But I also remember the food. And that's one great thing about the Blue Ribbon Baking Championship, because you guys have great cases of food and really wonderful ribbons. I mean, and as you know, in your baking cases, there's pies, there's cakes, there's cake decorating, there's bars, there's jellies, there's jams, there's everything. And that's exactly what we did when we selected our competitors. We selected them from every different category. And in the very first competition in the show, we leveled the playing ground. So nobody felt like they had an advantage, even though one of our competitors had over 700 ribbons.
Wow. That's incredible, especially if you're competing against that person. So obviously, like, we're going to the state fair, we're eating these food, we're like, oh, that's amazing, or oh, that wasn't really for me. But you as a judge, you get down to the nitty-gritty of here's why this wasn't this, here's what can improve on this. What's the process like of determining the factors that this person advances or this person doesn't qualify enough for it?
Well, here's a really great game. You and I both know that a lot of the state fairs, in fact, 24 of them are going on between now and I think the middle of September. Okay, so if you watch Blue Ribbon Baking Championship, you will literally learn how to taste food and how to judge food for yourself so you can tell what's in it. So if you like the cinnamon roll, you like the scone, you like the funnel cake, some people use vanilla, some people use cinnamon, some people use sorghum, and most people don't even know what that is. And that gives that little like, what is that? It's not molasses, but what is it? It's not brown sugar. What is it? And when you learn how to taste food and decipher the ingredients that are in food by using your palate, you will visit the state fair differently. You will eat those foods differently. So watch the Blue Ribbon Baking Championship and then go to the fair and eat everything and write your little notes, and you can take them home and remake it all at home.
That's a great tip to have. I've already been to the state fair once for the media preview, but I'm going to binge this show August 9th on Netflix. Then I'm going to go back to the state fair and make sure I taste and know what I'm tasting well. Thank you so much, Sandra. Make sure you watch Blue Ribbon Baking Championship on Netflix.